Hello, this is King of Review, and we're going to be doing this question. Find which one has the same expansion as negative 2a minus b squared. Okay, so in the previous problem we just talked about how this is just going to equal a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So let's do that for this. Alright, well, we're going to have for our a here this negative 2a, and for our b the negative b. Okay, so we're going to put in the negative 2a, and then we're going to square it, and then 2 times negative 2a times the negative b, and then the negative b, and we're going to square this whole thing. So this is going to come out to 4a squared, and then if you do the multiplication here, 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4, and a times negative b, so that's going to be a positive ab. And then b squared, negative b squared, so that's just going to come out to b squared. So we're going to figure out, well, which expansion is going to have, out of these, is going to have the same expansion as this one right here. Well, let's try a. A says 2a plus b squared. So that's going to come out to 2a squared, which is 4a squared, 2 times 2a times b, which is 4ab, and then b squared, so that's going to be b squared. And therefore this one's going to be the answer because you already see that these are the same. So a. But just in case, let's look into options b and c. Alright, option B says 2a minus b squared. So we're going to do 2a squared, which is 4a squared. And then 2 times 2a times a negative b, so that's going to be negative 4ab. And then negative b squared, so that's going to be b squared. Alright, option C, negative 2a plus b squared. So that's going to be negative 2a squared, which is 4a squared, and then 2 times negative 2a times b, which is negative 4ab, and then b squared. So one thing to notice here is when you have two positives, or even two negatives, you're going to end up with everything being positive here. That's why these two equations were the same. But when you have one of the numbers be negative, just like this, your middle number is going to be negative, like that. So that's why these are the same. So just by looking at the signs, we're going to be able to determine which ones are going to have the same expansion, which is kind of interesting. Well, anyway, the answer for this question is A.